Hello, good people. This is Carol welcoming you back to Light Spring Glen. And not one, two messages from the dragons for the week of November 3rd through the 9th. And indeed, this is the latest one recorded in a particular week. And it has been, if you tuned into last week's video, we were all awake. Well, it was Samhain coming up within a very short time. So we've had that, and we've had here in the good old USA, we have had our election day, Tuesday, November the 4th. It is now Thursday the 6th. But before I go one bit further, thank you from my heart to you, just fabulous YouTube viewers. And you are blowing me away with your attention to these messages. YouTube channel was something I was much busier with prior to this year. Enjoyed it a great deal. There's a fair number of videos there in a couple of categories. And Substack, where I am now all of the time with my writing and then creating these recordings, turned out could cross post videos to YouTube. So to my delight and astonishment, there has been a reactivation of YouTube's channel. So, and the dragons basically point out to me, oh, and I know I'm not wearing the pin, but this will kind of be like, where's Waldo? I might in the background here occasionally have you look around and see where my beautiful bejeweled dragon friend is. And she is over here on top of this little pumpkin, which is just a nod to our week of adventure with Samhain and all of that. So I certainly want to take a moment beyond thanking all of you YouTube people, but I want to thank every last one of you beautiful country people, men, women, for exercising your right to vote on Tuesday. Partly explaining at least my part of Tuesday has been for many years. And I'm getting a lovely blue flash up to my upper right, and we have some angelic energies here, which I kind of always hear, and they make themselves known in moments of, especially, I don't know, we're in a time, well, we just had the full moon. Let me get back to that. Election day. I take part directly in my community, tiny little place up here in the northwest corner of Delaware County in upstate New York, as a poll worker. So at 4:45 in the morning, my phone alarm these days, there it is, with a little picture of an autumn road, gets me up, feeds the cats, throws on some clothes, has everything else ready, and I drive the 2 miles to my little community of Sydney Center, walk into the fire station, and 2 of the districts in my town of Sydney have their polling place there. And I am District Uno. My friend, the Democratic connector with me, Lori. Hello, Lori. Neighbor and friend with me here at the right-hand side of the table. And then my 2 really lovely neighbors and friends who are the Republican representatives, and we man, women, the polling table all day and help our neighbors to vote. It gives me goosebumps always to even, it's very tiring. If you're a poll worker for the whole day, our polls open at 6. That's why we have to get there at 5:30 to turn on our fancy schmancy voting machines. It takes some time and we're practiced or I don't know. It happens and people start coming in to cast their vote in our beautiful, democratic and beautiful country, beleaguered as it is. And holy moly, if I thought the turnout for the No Kings rally was going to be encouraging, all right, we know the news now on Thursday of how things were. So thank you for exercising your right to vote. Thank you to all the rest of you who might not be in the US of A, but who have been sending your support, prayers, love to us as we valiantly and persistently and energetically pursue helping things to get back on an even keel and make progress. We are making progress. So thank you to all of you. Hang on just a second. So just a bit of lunarness. There'll probably always be a mention of lunarness. And I should make a quick weather report. So in Light Spring Glen, videos initially of this dragon series created outside on the little deck on the side of my home. Well, today we could be out there, but we'd have to have a bit of a hood and mittens and such because there are snowflakes drifting down. And I turn it so but you won't be able to see them with the reflection of the light. So I'll just describe to you that they really tease out the fun little kid in me that wants to go out and look up and stick out her tongue and see if there'll be a snowflake that lands. And it has. And if you've never done that, well, no, hopefully if you live where there's snow, you've all done that at least once in your life. It's a good year to reactivate that fun thing to go out and see if you can catch snowflakes on your tongue. So we're having our first snow. These are the first snowflakes. And there we go. But last night, for every last one of us, no matter where you call home, there was the biggest super full moon of 2025, the closest, the brightest, the all of that. And they sometimes, those moons do keep me awake when they're full because there's a lot of light that comes in these two windows because, yes, indeed, we're here in my bedroom. This is my creative corner. But we had quite a storm, as we did on Samhain, and at least around here, it was a little rough to be a trick-or-treater. So I'm sorry for the sake of those who were out there doing it. I had a joke about being an upstate New Yorker, but I've already rattled on about other things enough. So the full supermoon. Oh, and now we're going to have some sunlight behind the snowflakes, though it's gotten brighter. Hello, grandfather sun. Shine on indeed. But last night, grandfather sun and grandmother moon did their incredible full moon dance. But we had this really pretty fierce storm. And what I can say is when I woke up in the middle of the night, the storm had passed, but lots of racing clouds. So I took a minute to go over and peer out the window, and I caught just a little glimpse of the beautiful full moon through the clouds. So she winked at me. But here we are. And we are in service to these beautiful friends of ours, the dragons. Last week, I just left it out so we could, I don't know, she might come up again, but we had the Dragon of Firelight. And however your Samhain was, I hope it was full and delightful. And however it is you chose to spend it, now through to this full moon and the reading for you. I thought there would be only one card, so I'm warming up the cards as I do. The cards, the creation, and the wonderful work of the Welsh artist Val Young. If you haven't yet, because every single time you will find her link in the description, or in the case of YouTube, the detail boxy thing, which is below the video. And I warm up the cards a little bit. I wanted to do a little bit more kind of just grounding, tuning in to do this. And this dragon literally flew out, even though these aren't the easiest cards to shuffle. if you know about shuffling cards. There are 96 cards here, not in they're sizable, beautiful. But as I was warming them up, this one flew out. So we'll be definitely visiting the dragon of the deep earth. Possibly now is the right time to read the message for the dragon of the deep earth. And for those who like to go back and not just listen, but look at the words, here's my pause for that. So, and I'm saying she because Mother Earth, Gaia, I really, really feel she sent this one. She and the dragon sent the dragon of the deep earth for the week of and the full moon of in Taurus. I get it. Sometimes things like connect, boom, ahead of time, sometimes in process. We do this now. The Taurus full moon. Taurus is an earth sign. All right, people, here is her message. I am the dragon of the deeper earth. I have nurtured my treasure for millennia. This golden egg pulsates with vital energy, which rises up through the soil for the trees, bulbs, and seeds. It renews them after their cold winter sleep. Now they awake to new life, and the cycle begins again. We may see her again in the spring, but we are, of course, in the autumn. I think there might be some of you are watching this in the Southern Hemisphere, but the majority of you who tune in and want to know what the dragons have in mind for a given week are here with me in the Northern Hemisphere. But the seeds going into the earth now, on the earth going down. It's been a beautiful year for the acorns and the oak trees. And if you're looking at this leaf back here, it's an oak leaf. And the leaves have just about all come down from the trees. Few of the oak trees' leaves remained for a while. They just seem like to hang out. And when you take a walk, even in the winter and the wind blows, they rattle away at you. It's a nice little conversation. But the flowers and such that have finished their cycles and dropped their seeds, and so the seeds nestling down into the ground for the dark months ahead. I'm getting blasted by sunlight right now, and so I might become more ethereal as this video goes on. So let me get to, as I'm putting the cards back together, so to speak. They didn't all fly apart, though they sometimes will. Val, if you ever see any of these, we all thank you so much for the work you do with dragons, have done, are doing now, and will continue to do. It's absolutely fabulous. This is fairly long, and I want to kind of tell you, it's one of the longer messages that I occasionally will come to read to you. And so some beautiful, beautiful energies in the waters too. I looked through these 96 cards last week just to refresh my memory. Was there a dragon of Samhain? I didn't see it. And I realized that's a lot of cards to kind of sort through. Well, better late than never. Seriously. And the dragons, they're such fun beings. So they're winking and chuckling at me when I discover there is indeed a dragon of Samhain. So it's an echo. Samhain is still echoing. And I want to share with you, keeping his or her cool until now, the message of the dragon of Samhain. You know what it is? It's the dessert for our week of beautiful energies, the dragon of Samhain. And so I am the dragon of Samhain. The autumn leaves are falling. The ground mists are rising. Come with me through the veil and step into the ancestral lake of tears, where all the grief, the sadness, pain, and madness have been released and sanctified into a sparkling, clear lake of joy. Come and sit around the ancestral fire. Warm your toes and eat, drink, sing, and laugh with all those who have been before. Now, feel the winds of change circling around you. spiraling you up to the starry sky. Glimpse the new dawn rising and feel the sun's glow, yes, 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 in your heart. Spread your wings and lightly glide into a bright tomorrow and dream the future into now. Spread your wings and lightly glide into a bright tomorrow and dream the future into now. The Dragon of Samhain, oh my heavenly days. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. Our dessert for Samhain week indeed. Okay. Good folks. Onward we go. Separate and shared journeys, mine with yours, all of you who come by way of this. Thank you again for what were the original people of my Substack list through MailChimp and broadening out. Thank you to new subscribers through Substack. I thank you for your vote of support and camaraderie. The word camaraderie is kind of floating around in my attention this morning. Camaraderie, I feel it with all of you. So, not necessarily a whole week ahead, but I hope the week up until now, listen to me, November the 6th. December is definitely coming our way, but there'll be dragon messages right along within each of those calendar weeks as we go forward. Likely not the first of next week when, I just want you to send out some love on Monday, which I will be having the delight to attend a party for the oldest friend I have in the world, who is Irene. And she is celebrating her 100th 100th birthday on Monday. And I'm going to be a part of the gathering to help her celebrate. She's, I know I'm an elder for people now, people who are in chronological age younger than me. I'll just claim it. Happy to be the crone that I am. But that's where I'm going to be on Monday, helping Irene celebrate. If on Monday this comes across, you just go out and you think it from your heart, or you say, happy birthday, Irene, up there in central New York. Yeah, it's a wonderful time, even with the other stuff lurking around. But oh my gosh, the unity of our hearts and souls as we proceed together in joy and in purpose and in perseverance. So yes, there you go. I'll just lean over. My main helper this morning, that is Miss Freya. Okay, she got a cameo. All right, wishing you very well for the days ahead until these videos come about. You've got a couple dragons to accompany you, and Val Young has these beautiful cards available to purchase. So I'm going to suggest you look into Christmas is coming. Not to mention solstice. So maybe somebody is in look in the mirror. It's you that would enjoy having this oracle deck. Okay. I am kind of done for today, but I'm, again, wishing you well. Take time for yourself. Be good to yourself. And be good to those with whom you come in touch with today. Bye for now. Much love. From all of us, Freya, oh my goodness, she's lingering back there, and the others here at Light Spring Glen. Take good care. Bye for now.